Hi, this is Akin. Welcome back to my channel. Well, looks like another victory for Trump is on its way, this time to New York State. And there's not going to be very happy campers here on this one. This is from the New York Post. It says DOJ announces lawsuit against New York Governor Kathy Hochul and State Attorney General Letitia James over sanctuary status. I understood that also the head of the DMV was also getting sued. Uh, I don't know if it's in this or not, but we're going to find out. It's by Samuel Chamberlain, Josh Christensen, and Vaughn Golden. So the Justice Department announced Wednesday it is suing New York State over its policy limiting cooperation with federal immigration enforcement with Governor Kathy Hochul, State Attorney General D.J. James, and DMV Chief Mike Shoulder, and AG Pam Bondi's crosshairs. This is the new DOJ, Bondi announces. New York has chosen to prioritize illegal aliens over American citizens. It stops. It stops today. As you know, we sued Illinois, Bondi added. New York didn't listen, so now you're next. The lawsuit filed in North District of New York and obtained by the Post trigger or targeting Empire State's green light law, which grants driver's license to illegal immigrants or aliens. The 2019 law also barred inquiries into immigration status and barred the state DMV from sharing personal information with the feds and law enforcement unless ordered by a judge. Licenses are also altered if federal immigration agent request their information. The United States is currently facing a crisis of illegal immigration, and the federal government is set to put a stop to it, the complaint says. While the states are welcome partners in the effort, it is progressive at separating sovereignty to refrain. But a state's freedom to stand aside is not a freedom to stand in the way. And where inaction crosses into obstruction, the state breaks the law. The state of New York is doing just that. It must be stopped. The filing added that the DMV information is critical for federal immigration agencies to identify and remove those who are here illegally and keep their officers safe. From vehicle stops to border crossings to excluding arrests and searches, immigration authorities depend on these records to assess real time the situation they face and the people they encounter. Complaint continues. Ooh, excuse me. But New York green light law deprives them of this insight and turns unnecessary force bring law enforcement officials into danger in uncertain circumstances. Hochul has been clear from day one she supports deporting violent criminals who break our laws, believe that law-abiding families should not be targeted, and will coordinate with the federal authorities who have a judicial warrant. Her press secretary, Eva Small, said in a statement before the lawsuit was filed. James also fired back in a statement hours later. Our state laws, including the Green Light Law, protects the rights of all New Yorkers and keeps our community safe. I'm prepared to defend our laws just as I always have. Whoop-de-doo! Our source familiar told the Post what just happened. I don't know. Told the Post. I apologize. I don't know what happened here. Yeah, okay. Okay, I apologize. The sources familiar told the Post that Hochul and Trump had a tentative agreement to meet next week when she is in Washington, D.C. for the National Governors Association meeting. Yeah, but Pam Bondi is not Donald J. Trump. Last week, the Justice Department asked a federal judge to immediately strike down sanctuary policies in Illinois and Chicago, arguing state and local officials are in obstruction of federal government enforcement of the immigration laws and discrimination against federal immigration enforcement. Bondi, on her first day in office, also froze all DOJ funding for 60 days to so-called sanctuary jurisdictions from New York to California. In 2023, those law enforcement grants to New York City alone amount to more than $1.56 billion, according to the Center for Immigration Services and conservative nonprofit research organization. The Justice Department has been expected to fork over more than $8 billion in funding to city agencies in financial year 2025, municipal data show. But Bondi ordered her department not to enter into new contract, grant, or other agreements to provide federal funding to non-government organizations that support or provide services either directly or indirectly as through subcontracting or other arrangements to remove or illegal aliens. The move comes as Border Czar Tom Homan ran an immigration removal proceeding nationwide, kicking out 11,000 migrants targeted for having been charged or convicted of crimes. Some migrants had been deported had been flown to the U.S. military base in Guantanamo Bay, Cuba. Others had been jetted back to their native country like Venezuela or Colombia, with the latter buckling under the threats of President Trump's leaving import taxes. Ooh. Excuse me. Conservative Republicans in blue states have long advocated for the abolishment of sanctuary policies, pointing to migrants who evaded federal custody and went on to commit horrendous crimes. That's why you have the Lake Lively law now. The first bill Trump signed upon his return to the White House chipped away at localities' power by forcing them to deport migrants charged with theft, assault, or other serious crimes causing bodily harm, injury, or death. The Lake Riley law. She would have been still alive if that migrant wasn't in the country. They killed her. That legislation, the Lake and Riley Act, was named after the 22-year-old Georgia nursing student slammed by illegal migrant, we call now illegal alien, who has previously been arrested for stealing. A member of the vicious String de Agua gang, Jose Ibarra, has been released by the U.S. by the Biden administration after crossing into the southern border. He has also slipped through authorities' fingers after being charged with child endangerment in Queens, New York. Sorry. It's going to have to read my last one because I'm that tired. Trump signed a day one executive order tasking Bondi with reviewing states and local sanctuary policies, revoking federal funding, and imposing civil or criminal penalties to those who not cooperate with immigration authorities. In coordination with Homeland Security Secretary Christian Nolan, the AG was also deputized to claw back federal funding determined to be in violation of law or to be source of waste, fraud, or abuse. Representative for Schroeder did not immediately respond to a request for comment. That must be the DMV guy. Maybe he's trying to get a better photo for his ID. Well, since New York hadn't learned from Chicago and the state of Illinois, now they're getting a taste of their own medicine. And now instead of 2 people, it's now 3. The governor, the attorney general, and now the DMV guy. We're living in wonderful times, don't we? Well, I think this is where the guy was that's a Jose clown, was in New York. He got in trouble for child endangerment, but they let him go. I don't know if it was in Manhattan or Queens, but I think it was Queens because they don't like to hold migrants or illegal aliens for some reason. Of course, Alan Braggs is very well known for this, but in this case, we can't blame him for this one. This is happened in Queens. So he gets some ride someplace, and he ends up in Georgia, and then he kills Lake and Riley. This is the second high-profile case in Georgia where a female gets killed by an illegal alien. So that's about it. Man, I'm getting tired of going to bed. So just out, can't say so long for now, and don't forget your stop.